Kate, and I am totally obsessed with bags and, of course, totally obsessed with Chanel. I am here to unbox a bag that has been in my closet since I honestly can't remember if I got it right before the holidays or right after, but it has been a few months and I have not unboxed it. One, because I wanted to unbox it with you, and two, because as you will see, it's a very special occasion bag. So I didn't really want to unbox it until I thought I would use it. And then the couple of times that I did want to use it, I hadn't unboxed it. And so the cycle continues. And here I am with you guys today. It is part of the cruise collection of this year. And I want to start by telling you a little bit of a story of how I got this bag, which to me is always half the fun. So I live in Phoenix, and for Chanel, I shop at the Saks here. I went into Saks, I guess it was last fall, and that was when I was buying a bag as a celebration for selling a home. I ended up buying my pink cocoa, which I compare a lot of bags to. I love, love, love that bag. But when I was there and I bought the pink cocoa, there was the most gorgeous pink sequin bag. And I did not buy it. And to this day, that is my biggest buyer's remorse of all time. I went to buy it a week later, it was gone. It was such a lesson that if a bag is really unique and not a classic, that seize the opportunity because you might not have it again. I have had my eye out for this bag on all of the consignment sites and it just has not come up. But through this whole process, I got to know the lovely woman who is now my sales associate at Chanel at the Saks at Biltmore. Since that day, she obviously, like most of my salespeople, know that I love pink and keeps me in the loop whenever she gets bags. She is a very good salesperson. She has a shared photo stream for her clients whenever anything new comes into Chanel. And for those of you who shop at Chanel, you know that the stores really only get one or two of whatever piece it is. So she'll send out the blurb to her clients. I was texting her about the pink sequin bag. We looked for it in other stores. I called Chanel itself and just couldn't find that bag. And so to that date, I pretty much have her on speed dial. So the day that cruise was announced, and there was a metallic bag that was super cute and came in silver and gold. So the day that I got the email and I looked at the line, I sent Allegra, yes, shout out to Allegra. I sent Allegra a text that said, keep your eye out. Are you getting this bag? And she said, I think so. I hope so. We might get one or two. I said, Allegra, I want one of these when it comes in. Keep in mind, I already did not get the pink sequin bag. So the very day this line is launched, I send her a text. I get a text with the photos of what the store is going to be receiving from the cruise line. And there's a picture of the silver metallic bag. So I immediately write her and I say, Allegra, I want the silver metallic bag. And she said, it's already been spoken for. And I was like, wait a minute. I texted you the day that this was announced and said, keep your eye out for me. And I'm texting you back on the very day that you sent this photo. I don't know who this other VIP is, but no one likes to feel like they're the second most important VIP. So I was like, well, I'm confused because see above, I told you I was interested. And she was like, well, we might be getting two. They're not even in the store. I'm not sure what our manager's policy is going to be in regards to holding the bag, but I've made a note that you are interested. Some amount of time later, it could be that day, that week, at some point, she texts me and she says, Kate, you are not going to believe this. The metallic bag has come in pink and we only have one. And I was like, mine. I'm going to come after work and look at it. And then a half hour later, she's like, everyone wants to buy this bag. If you want the bag, buy it with your credit card, obviously. And then if you don't want it, you can return it. But I can't just hold this bag for you, unlike the people at the Dior store without you buying it. So I bought it over the phone and then went and picked it up. And when I walked in to pick up my bag, everyone was like, oh, that's the person that got the pink metallic bag because they only had one. Everyone wanted it. It made me feel very good about my purchase, even though I haven't used it yet. Chalupa is excited to see the bag as well. And so am I, because as I said, I have not seen the bag probably for three or so months. I know. So the Chanel bag, always a treat. And then here is a very pretty Chanel box. And this was during the holiday season. So the has the bow, of course, and then it has one of the two ribbon charms. And I also bought a necklace, so I got the other charm as part of the necklace purchase. And I believe that was a heart, and this is Chanel flower. So very nice. I will make a Christmas ornament or something from that. It's very, very cute. And for me, I love the VIP treatment. You're investing in a bag. To me, it is like a work of art. And that, of course, comes with the customer service that I expect and enjoy, as well as presentation and any special edition wrapping. So whether it is a seasonal box or a different type of charm that they put on the ribbon, those little touches are never lost on me. So we will take off the ribbon, take off the little charm, super cute. So here is the box. Open it up. No season's greeting card like you get from Louis Vuitton, but since I was there and got both charms, I will forgive her. So taking the tissue paper out, it's not a card, it's just the receipt. We have black Chanel dust cover bag, standard issue inside the tissue. So let's take this out of the box. Loop is on pins and needles, and I'm sure you are too. All right, so let's get into the bag in the bag. All right, opening it up. It is so cute, you guys. It's so happy to have its home and be out of the box. So little first glimpse right there. Pink metallic. You can see the shining right there. And ooh la la. This is prettier than I remember. Here it is. So it is a mini flap bag in this metallic rose color. And then similar to the Capucine Cutie mini bag, this has a little star bag on the side, which obviously you can take off and put back on or it with other bags as well. I would only pair it with another Chanel bag. I do have a cute white Chanel bag that isn't quilted that I'm thinking this could be a really cute accent to it. Super shiny, very, very cute, a mini bag. I've discussed in other videos with other Chanels, mini for Chanel is nowhere near as small as mini for other lines. So you will see everything that fits in just a second. So I will open her up and has a nice shiny interior, not as reflective as the exterior, but a little sparkle there, pink inside as well. It has a slot where you could put a credit card as well as an interior pocket. And I also want to open this little star pouch on the side. And like the mini Capucine, you could put your keys in there. You could put, I don't know, I guess we can see if a lipstick will fit in there. Your earbuds might fit in there. We can try a couple of things out as well. I think putting your keys in there might be a good idea because you don't really need your keys in your bag. You only need them when you go home or whatever you need your keys for. You guys know I don't actually use keys, so you'll have to tell me. All right, so let's see what fits in this bag. This bag is definitely an evening bag. I wouldn't use it for anything else. Maybe a nice lunch, maybe a nice brunch, but I don't even think I wouldn't wear it shopping. I wouldn't really wear it for any other reason. So I only have to worry about fitting into this bag anything that I would take either for an evening out or for a meal. So that makes the packing of it a little easier. We will start, of course, with the essential phone. As always, I have a giant phone and I do have a case on it right now. So we will make sure that that fits. But as you can see with my phone in there, this gives you a better idea of how big or how small the bag is. So my phone fits, but not with a lot of excess room. So my phone goes in, that's a must. Then my wallet, this is my smaller wallet. A bigger wallet isn't going to fit. You could also save room by just sliding out your ID and your credit card and putting it in that little side pocket that I showed you. I like to try both a lipstick and a lip gloss. So we will see if they will both fit. And they do. Now, I generally don't carry both. I'll carry one or the other. So I'm going to go with the lipstick for this, and it slides right into the side. These, you can put those right on top or, of course, on the bottom, but those will fit in as well. I love to have my earbuds, so those fit too. So let's see. All of that fits perfectly. Not a lot of room to spare. Something else is going to fit in here. You could save room, as I mentioned, by just putting in your credit card and your ID. If whether or not you need keys is obviously up to you. And you can get a little extra real estate with the star. So let's see what will fit in there. All right, I'm going to see if my keys fit in there because that would be my top choice for what to use it for. And they do, absolutely. I would say moderate size keychain with a few different keys on it. This fits and is cute and fun to use. I'm going to take the keys out. I'm going to see if my earbuds will fit. I recognize that earbuds are not a necessity when you go out on dinner necessarily, but if I'm taking an Uber, I like to have my earbuds with me, or if like I'm going to need to make a call. So they do not fit with the case. Obviously, you could take them out of the case and they would fit no problem, but with the case, they do not fit. So in this instance, I would put the keys in the star and leave my earbuds in the bag. And this is not a small lipstick, it's just not as bulky. It's the round shaped lipstick instead of a square. And yeah, that totally fits in here. I'm trying to decide if I think it's a good strategy to put your lipstick in here. I guess it depends how often you think that you're going to reapply. If you're only going to reapply maybe once, like the restroom, then I would say that this is a good strategy because you can just open this up without too much of a problem and use it. The bag, because of the star shape, isn't the quickest to zip and unzip. You have to maneuver it slightly. So I would not put something in here that you're going to need access to on a regular basis. But it is nice, especially with a smaller bag, as I said, to have some extra real estate. I am back from my closet to show you what bags I think are most similar to my metallic mini flap and whether or not I think they actually conflict or complement each other on my collection. First bag that I want to show you is another Chanel, pink of course, but a very different shade. This is the Mini 255 bag, and it's actually made out of a fabric, tweed fabric. I got this in Paris. They are both the Chanel mini size. One is the flat bag, the other is the mini 255, and they're similar sizes. So when thinking about would I want to wear them at the same time, is it necessary to have both? Because the fabric is so different, the fabric bag can certainly be more casual. It is much more summery. This bag has a little more flair and pizzazz. I like to think about, am I going to use them for the same thing versus how similar do they look? And these bags, I do think I would use them for a lot of the same things, but not always. So they both could be cute dinner bags. I was going out like late night. This isn't a bag for that. And this bag probably is. This could be a New Year's bag. This definitely isn't. This bag is a little bit more elevated. It is fancier, but they both have that unique component to them. So similar. Next bag that I want to show you is, of course, a Lady Dior. This is the small size, a patent leather pink. This is kind of bright, hot pink. This is more of a metallic rose, but they both have the shine to them. They're roughly the same size. They're not the same dimensions, but they're going to hold pretty much the same amount of stuff. Now, to me, these are very different bags. Lady Dior, of course, is a handle bag. I match it with the ribbon and the bow. So it is more of a cutesy look. Of course, the star on the Chanel bag is cutesy as well, but these are not the same bag. They would wear to an afternoon wedding. I could use this for a brunch. This is a New Year's bag. This is not a New Year's bag. I think the bow versus the metallic just sets different tones. So again, my goal going in my closet and into my collection is to show you the bags that are most similar. And I'm not going to lie, these are similar bags, but not necessarily used for the exact same type of thing. The third bag is a good example of what I'm talking about, when a bag doesn't necessarily need to look like another bag in order to really serve the same purpose in your collection. As far as bags that look similar, I would say the Chanel Mini 255 is the most similar. They're both Chanel, so they're from the same line. They are both pink. They are both mini size. And then, of course, with the Dior, you have the shiny patent leather compared with the metallic. So those are going to be similar. This third bag is not going to look similar, but I think I will use them for the same thing. And this is a bag that is very near and dear to my heart. And that is the Mink Capucine in pale pink. It is a pale pink. You can see the mink, and then again with a little less reflection, you can see the true color this better. These bags do not look alike, correct? We can all agree on that. As far as other bags that I was comparing it to, the Capucine is the most different color-wise. Again, it is a pale, pale, pale pink, almost white, where the other ones are bolder, brighter, darker pinks. The reason that I think that these bags are going to play a similar role in my closet is because of when I will use them. Neither of these bags are super summery. I live in Phoenix, and that was one of my concerns about getting this bag is the limited time. I just can't stop touching it. The limited amount of times that I'll be able to use it, or the limited months that it will be a viable option in my closet. So in the summer, these two bags are not going to compete because this one is out of the running. But when you think about what I would use them both for in winter months, which would be dinners or nights out where I want something other than a classic bag, when I want a bag with a little bit more excitement, when I want something more unique, when I want something that is going to stand out and really make a statement, then these bags are going to be competing for that time. The other thing is similar about these two bags is I did buy them for the same reason. You can thank that pink sequin bag that Allegra and I did not purchase for these bags ending up in my closet because that was a bag that was only available like that week. I buy it that week or not at all. And I didn't jump on it the day that I saw it, and I have lived to regret it. Every time I see Allegra, I'm like, remember that bag yet? And she's like, oh my God, girl, get over that bag. I was afraid that I was going to feel that way about these two bags. And with the Chanel mini flap, if I hadn't bought it that day, it wouldn't have been available. I have never seen this bag on any consignment sites. So I feel really lucky that I got one. And likewise with the pink capucine, you can watch my video about that. But I pretty much had to convince the people at Louis Vuitton that this bag even existed and had to provide them with all of the information so that they could locate it for me. And I got the last one in the entire world. One final thing is to stand up and show you how it looks in my outfit. I'm in a work outfit. This is not a work bag, but just so that you can see how it looks. As with the mini flat bag of Chanel and many of their other lines as well, you have a couple choices of how to wear it with the strap. You can wear one strap over your shoulder like this, or you can wear it a little shorter, which is what I usually do, like this. You can also, of course, carry it by the handle. Sometimes we'll open it up and tie off the chain. I'll show you what I mean. So I'll make a knot of the chain, and then I have a shorter strap because you guys know that I like a top handle bag. I like carrying things not on my shoulder and more as an accessory. You have that option as well. My little Chanel secret from me to you. To compare these bags again, because I think they're most similar, they give a different look, but again, they're both exotic bags. They're both very, very unique, and they are both statement pieces. So, thank you for joining me, and thank you for joining Carmelita as well as Chalupa tonight and sharing this unboxing moment with me. I am totally obsessed with bags, and I am totally obsessed with you, and I can't wait to see you soon.